showing a graphic titled Introduction to Foster Care, an online orientation for prospective foster parents.
Hello, my name is Margie Quinn, and I am the Commissioner for the Tennessee Department of Children's Services. First, I want to thank you for your interest in becoming a foster parent in our great state. Every day, children enter foster care through no fault of their own. The work we do with children and families can only be accomplished with safe, stable, loving families that meet the needs of our children. Recently, I met with a group of emerging adults who had aged out of the foster care system. One of them said, "We need homes, not hotels." I thought that was so profound. If you think you can offer one or more of these kiddos a home, you might just be saving a life. As you watch this online orientation, we hope that the information you receive will help you determine if becoming a foster family is the right fit for your family. You don't have to be perfect, just committed. Thanks again for your interest, and we look forward to partnering with you in the future.
Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Naomi.
Welcome to the Tennessee Department of Children's Services online orientation for prospective foster, kinship, and adoptive parents. We'll be your host as we navigate through this foster care orientation.
As current foster parents, Anthony and I have been right where you are today, wondering what steps to take to become foster parents. We are so excited that you are interested in learning more about becoming a caregiver to Tennessee's children. During this video, we will provide you with information about foster care, the children we serve, and the foster parent's role in partnering with DCS.
We will talk about the adoption and kinship roles, minimum home study requirements, and the home approval process. But before we begin, we just want to say thank you for taking the first step to learning what it takes to become a successful foster parent. The care and support foster, kinship, and adopted families provide children experience adversity is what makes communities thrive.
Now let us hear from our trainers who work with the DCS Office of Training and Professional Development as they provide important information to help you make an informed decision about becoming a foster parent.
When children enter foster care in Tennessee, the main goal for them is reunification with birth parents or relatives. Foster parents provide temporary care until they can return home. Currently, the greatest need for foster homes is for children ages 13 to 17, followed by children between the ages of 9 and 12. While we do need those willing to take infants, we really need families for school-aged youth and sibling groups. During your home study process, you will begin to identify the age range of children to provide care for. The following orientation will help you to make the most informed decision for your family as you begin your foster care journey.
Hi folks, I want to take some time with you now to talk about the importance of you, the foster parent, developing a partnership with both the birth parents of the children in your home, as well as the DCS and legal team dedicated to this family. Becoming a foster or kinship parent means beginning a new partnership. In traditional families, we tend to make decisions about our children without outside input from others. However, the goal for foster children is reunification with their family, and some partnership and engagement with birth family is expected and encouraged. This could be anything from school progress notes placed in their backpacks during visits, phone or video calls between visits, sharing photos when possible, and more. The other partners in this journey are DCS as well as the legal court system. Some of the ways you will partner are seen here. Support relationships among children with their birth parents, siblings, and other important connections. Encourage permanent placement, focusing on reunification of the child with their birth family or other options determined by the department and the courts. Provide transportation to appointments and visits. Attend child and family team meetings and court dates. Work with foster parent support workers and family service workers. And lastly, adhere to DCS protocol and policy. And remember, when it comes to what is safest and healthiest for the children in our care, partnership is key. And you are not alone. It takes all of us working together to ensure permanency for our foster children.
Foster parents do an invaluable work every day for providing love and support for children during a difficult time in their lives. I can tell you from firsthand experience, it is an endlessly rewarding role. But there's also an incredible amount of work that requires being a part of a team and total commitment and passion for helping children. It is expected that foster parents treat the children in their homes as though they are a part of your family, while understanding that they are with you on a temporary basis. Foster parents support the plan of reunifying children with their families. The Department of Children's Services supports shared parenting, which allows foster parents to partner and support birth families. This helps children feel more comfortable in their homes. When children are removed from their homes, they don't stop loving or worrying about their parents, and their parents don't stop loving or caring about them. Shared parenting allows them to remain connected safely. The safety of you and your family is very important, but DCS does expect and encourage you to have at least minimal contact with the child's birth family.
Helping children in care is a gift not only for the children, but for yourself. You are not alone in this path. You are part of a team that successfully engages children and their families to ensure safety, strengthen families, and achieve permanency. With that said, let's look at the children DCS and foster families serve.
So when we think about the children that we serve, you always want to keep in mind that children come from all ethnic and socioeconomic backgrounds and require support to maintain their ethnic and cultural heritage. It also consists of all ages from birth to 18. The children we serve, they often have endured physical, mental, sexual, and emotional abuse and neglect. They have oftentimes suffered the death or incarceration of a parent. This also includes truant, unruly, and delinquent youth. And lastly, the children that we serve have special needs due to abuse and neglect, including physical or mental health and trauma-related needs that will require ongoing treatment and trauma-informed parenting. So when we think about the children that we serve, the number one goal for children in care when they exit custody is reunification with their birth families or even relatives. We want to ensure they have a permanent, stable, loving home as soon as possible. And of course, if reunification is not possible with a birth family or relatives, we have some options. So this includes adoption of foster children who've been in care for 12 months following termination of parental rights, permanent guardianship, which is an order from the juvenile court judge granting a caregiver permanent custody of a child. In order for permanent guardianship to be granted, that child has to reside in the home of the caregiver for at least 6 months. The caregiver must also be committed to permanently caring for the child, and reunification and adoption cannot be in the child's best interest. The birth parent's rights do not have to be terminated. Then there's planned permanent living arrangements. This can be made with foster parents with reunification, adoption, permanent guardianship, and exit custody to a relative or kin. The foster family is going to make some commitments to being the family caregiver with which their young adult can spend significant holidays or come home to during spring vacations and share major life milestones such as graduation, marriage, or the birth of a child are celebrated. And then lastly, we have the aging out. This occurs when the child is not adopted but remains with foster parents until they are 18 years old, then leave the oversight of the department or the court.
One of the things we talk a lot about is having a sense of humor, right? So parenting teenagers is not always easy. I've got to tell you about my first placement. We were working on better behaviors and eating habits, and he had a sweet tooth, and so I started making him banana bread. I heard him getting into it in the kitchen, and I came in there, I see him with it. He knew he was busted, and he shoved that banana bread down his shorts, so he knew that I couldn't come after it. I thought I could get so mad right now. I'm so annoyed I spent so long making that banana bread, but it ended up being one of our favorite stories. We laughed about it. To this day, we're still retelling that story.
Well, I guess our banana bread became his banana bread.
It sure did. It sure did.
I've had the opportunity to foster young children and teenagers, and through it, though it can be challenging, it is also so rewarding. During difficulties, DCS is there to help. You're not by yourself. We are fortunate that people at DCS really care about the children and put their needs first, as we will hear in the following video.
I would like to discuss with you the DCS vision, mission, and our value statement. The department plays the role of finding the most appropriate and least restrictive placement for children entering custody, and we strive to make the first placement the best placement for each child. The Department of Children's Services vision and mission statement reflect these goals. Our vision is children first. When children are first, our mission is achieved, and we act in the best interest of Tennessee's children and youth. Our vision statement, along with our values, is as equally important. Our value systems focus on relationships. The child welfare system in Tennessee is a collaborative. We are aligned with partners that provide unique interventions to our most vulnerable populations. Integrity, ethics, fairness, and sincerity are the foundation for a successful organization. Diversity. Everyone deserves to be treated with respect and to maintain strong connections with their identified community, faith, and culture, just as we shared in the children we served. And learning. Remember, you are becoming a trauma-informed caretaker, so DCS will ensure that you are given plenty of opportunities to increase your professional development through this process. Thank you so much.